Hi, today I want to talk to you about where to find Microsoft Paint on your Windows computer if you don't know where that is, and about some of the tools that are in Microsoft Paint that you can use to complete this week's assignment. Okay, so first of all, we want to find Microsoft Paint so that we can use it. So you are going to go down to your Windows where it says Start and click on that. And you can see down there, there is a little magnifying glass. And you want to type in there Paint. And then click on the Paint app. And that pulls up the screen for Microsoft Paint. All right, that's a free app that comes with your Windows PC. So now I want to draw the aerial perspective landscape. Some of the tools that you might use, here's the pencil, and along with that, you can come over here and click on size and pick the line width. So right now I have a very fat line selected, which looks something like that. I could click on a finer line and you get something like this. If you want to get rid of something you drew, you're not happy with it, go up to the blue arrow on the top and just click back. And that undoes whatever you recently did. Another drawing tool is under brushes. There's different kinds of brushes. So, you know, you can play around with them and see their effects. Some of them, this one's a spray paint can, so it leaves some gaps in what you're drawing. It might not be good for this particular project because we're going to also be using the fill tool. But you can play around with those and check out each of those tools. All right, so I'm going to get rid of this now. Go back, blue arrow, back. Okay. Now another thing I can use is the color picker. So right here I have color number 1 selected. And that's the color I'm going to be drawing with. So I'm working on a landscape. I'm going to, what if I pick purple? Okay. And I move this little window here. Okay. All right, there's my paint screen back. All right, over here are more colors. So you can edit colors. You can click there and there's a value scale here and you can use that value scale to make your colors darker because we're talking about shades, which is adding black to a color. And we're talking about tints, which is adding white to a color. So let's say I'm going to start with the darkest because we discussed that was down in the front of the picture. So I'm going to see if I can get that to pop up in one of these little boxes. There we go. Like I saved it and then say, okay. All right, and now I'm on the spray can, which I definitely do not want. I'm gonna pick a nice solid brush. Yeah, here's one I like. It looks like a marker. All right, so I'm just doing a simple landscape. I'm gonna start on the edge. Okay, and then I'm going to move up and make that's my foreground area down here. I'm going to make a line that represents my middle ground. Maybe I'm even going to change my line size. And you want to make sure that when you're drawing, you go right to the edge of the page. And I'm going to show you why in a minute. So now I'm going to have my farthest away drawing. I'm getting a little fancy here, changing the line width. You don't necessarily need to do that. Start at the edge. If I make sure my lines overlap, that I start back and there we go. Okay, and I want to close this up here. You want to make sure that you're always closing up your lines, because let me show you what happens when you go to fill it with the paint bucket. I'm going to select fill and paint bucket. Okay, and now I'm going to select I still have my dark purple selected. And if I tap there inside the area I want to fill, you can see that my paint runs all over the place. And why is that? Because right here, right, I have left a big gap. So I need to go back and get my brush tool marker. And I had, let's see, a pretty thick line. I think it was this one. All right, so now what I want to do is I want to go back and close up that line. Oh, and I should say, if I go back like this, undo with the back arrow, I can get rid of that fill that I don't want. All right, so now I'm going to come down here and overlap and close my line. And this time when I use the paint bucket, I should be able to fill that space. Okay, great. Now I need a new color because we go from dark to light because it gets lighter or faded in the distance. So I'm going to go find my color slider on my value scale here, and I'm going to pick a nice medium purple color and click one of these other boxes. I don't know, I don't understand why that happens that way, but I've got to find my color again. Okay, and say add to custom colors. I know if you don't click on the new box, it just overrides the first color you had there. Say okay. All right, and I'm going to pour my second color in there. Pretty good. And we're going to go back up to edit colors. I'm going to come in here and pick a tint, a lighter shade of the purple, and a new box here, and say add to, let's go a little lighter, add to custom colors. Okay, and pour it in there. Beautiful. Okay, now all I need to do is come up with a color for my sky. And if you want to get a little fancier and add something to the sky, here's the circle shape or oval shape. I can put a sun or a moon or something up there. And now I'm going to pour a color. Maybe, let's see. What do I say? The moon, let's say it's the sun or the moon. All right, let's try something like that. See, it overrides that last box because I didn't go back from there. So that's okay. I won't be needing that light pink again, I hope. All right. So now I'm going to select paint bucket. fill that. And I need a nice color for the sky. All right, we'll just take a color from the chart here. And there you go. There's my landscape. That easy. All right. Then you are going to go up to File and say Save As. And you're going to give this a name. You're going to say Digital Landscape. And then you're going to put G for your grade, and you're going to put your teacher's initials. So let's say I'm in Web, 3rd grade. I'm going to put W3 and my first and last name. Okay. And then down here it says PNG, which is fine. You can save it as that, or I like to save as a JPEG. And so I'm going to click on JPEG and then say save. And now you've got your picture saved. All right, great job, guys. Have fun. Can't wait to see what you turn in.